Well, what an opening ceremony that has been there leading into this game of the Saldanah Super 8 Gardens versus Hawston. And what a moment it was there where everybody had their lights switched on, their torch switched on their phones, and the sound echoes, heal the world. Let's make this a better place, and why not start here at this lovely Easter rugby tournament that we have here in Saldanah. And I think the rugby has just gone from strength to strength. Two solid opening games, exciting games, and now it's brought us to our third game. Gardens, the team coming from the Eastern Province. They're the Eastern Province champions, Community Cup champions as well, in the Patali Community Cup, and they're here to showcase their talent as well. Here they're up against the side from Hawston. That's the Garden side here. Well, Brozzy, I think we're in for more excellent rugby.
No, we certainly are good players there. Watch out for their captain, Lukona Dalagans. Very good player, as well as Dominic Natal in that outside centre berth. Really talented. They won the EPRU Grand Challenge Top 12 title in 2015. This is the Hawston side, also from the Overberg region near Hermanus. And they won the Overberg Challenge Championship at the end of February, so that'll give them a little bit of confidence. Lots of good players. Watch out for fullback Brayton Lee Dixon. Watch out for their little scrum off Nippy Plykes. And Leighton Becker Barry, I've been told, is a really useful flanker, as well as Cameron Julie's in the lock, and then their captain Brendan Bin Hunter, who is the hooker for today.
Well, also their side, and there's the referee Francois Davids, that's going to take charge of this one. He'll have Gershon Klaassen and Kirsten Johnson as well as assistant referee. Hawston, established in 1992. Their saying is, "Ho, baby, blow." And we can see they're very sparkling in their blue here, and they'll be a tough nut to crack here. They'll have some of the home supporters here.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, and there's a lot of pride in the region, and they'd want to bring that. It's a small town, but they'll bring the big hits, and Hawston has got a lot of character in that side, and then they're coming up against the side from Korea as well in the Eastern Cape, and we know how passionate the Eastern Cape is about their rugby, so this should be a great game of rugby.
Well, it is Goda that starts us off, kicks it straight down the middle, and straight down the middle Hawston's decide, listen, we're going to take the attack straight to the men from Eastern Province. Flung out wide there by the fly half Philander, and then that's nearly good into play, kept nicely going. Still with ball in hand here, the men from Hawston. They're getting an early chance to try and make inroads here. Good strength shown there as well. Staying tall, getting across that vantage line as best he can. Blyches down the back line. Oh, referee again says that has gone backwards. Trying to keep the play going, but now it is in the hands now of Gardens. They'll have a scrum advantage that they can play with for that knock-on. That is Natal that tied it up there at scrum off. Just simply play, these two teams just jostling. Now going to the boot, there is Goda. Plenty of real estate out there, but that ball was well chased. Can he get there? What's the way of the bounce of the ball? But that eludes them.
Yeah, it just runs away from Dwayne Nell in jersey 11. Played EP under 21 rugby, but good kick from the fly half. Naylan Magic Huda. His twin is on the other wing in jersey number 14, Navan Huda.
Yeah, another player that's played Griffins under 18. So they've got some experience at provincial level, whether it is juniors or seniors. Good kick there. Right onto the 10-meter line. Well taken in by the right winger there of Huda, but now it is the team from Hawston that came away with it, and they just want to play with it. Oh, was that touched? Oh, I think that was touched, and sometimes the referee, they don't mess about with that.
So one thing we've got to bear in mind, there's a really strong wind. The wind has picked up. It's blowing from right to left as we look at the screen. So Hawston are playing into that wind, and you'll see the kick skewed off the foot. But very difficult to kick into this wind.
Yeah, that was Dwayne Null trying to sort of control it with his knee or something there. But there's definitely a distinctive size difference here between these two teams, between Hawston. But that is brilliantly stolen in the line, and then the ball's lost. Now they're going to go down the short side. Excellent run there by Brandon Hunter. Kennedy. He popped it up. Referee again with his arm out for a penalty advantage. Platjes. Man in the midfield. That's beautifully offloaded there to Hendricks. But no advantage gain. So back they come for the penalty. And as you said, Ross, there's a stiff breeze. They might just try and work this down the line.
Yeah, 100%. They're nice and tight to the line as well so they could get the kick in. It's been a good start thus far for Hawston Rugby Club.
Yeah, it just seems that, as I spoke about that size difference, and maybe this could come to the fruition here for Hawston. Down the back it goes. Now a few men going to pile in, but they need to control the ball, and they've lost it.
I tell you, very brave throw right to the tail of the line out. A couple of players introducing themselves.
Well,
that's big Cameron Julies, jersey number 5. He's the one. The ball taken by Leighton Becker-Barry.
You got a feel for them. They stood there for about 10 minutes when the opening ceremony go on, and these men, they do all the warm-ups and then just to stand and wait.
Yeah, it does make it quite difficult sometimes for the players. Just
to get going again, get into a field, your mind is set, and then to switch on, switch off. Well, first scrum.
Yeah, there's always just such a great atmosphere here at the Saldanah Super 8 Easter Rugby Tournament.
Yeah, I went on a wander just during game 2. And the amount of cars that were flooding in here just shows what a spectacle this is.
Oh, they've got Saldanah playing in the main game afterwards, so the crowd's coming in. They're playing against the Evergreen. And we've had 2 really good games. We had the Naka Bulls beating the SK Walmers, and then Hamilton against Vredenburg.
Yeah.
Vredenburg put up a real fight. Hamilton ended up winning that game. This is game number 3 on day 1 of the Easter Rugby Tournament.
There by Kampfer, and then they get the penalty at scrum time. And a chance here for Gardens just to utilize that breeze and get down the round here.
They've just got to keep their discipline, Miss Gardens team. Use that win to good effect.
There's no need for the afters there. You already got the penalty. Oh, that's good use of the breeze. Excellent kick taking play right up into the 10-meter line of Hawston. A little game of chess here between these two teams at the minute. We've had about 6 minutes of play. Excellent throw.
Brilliant throw.
Tied it up nicely. Now it's worked out by Camford. Down the back line it goes. De Klerk. They are quick runners, let me tell you, the men from the Eastern Cape. Ball still in play. Tied it up nicely. Now, time for the big men who have just been standing, loitering around. Still there for Camford. Still opting to come to the left-hand side. Drop goal attempt. Hasn't got the legs. Oh, it hit the upright. He ran away thinking it was going to go over, but it hit the upright. The clearance kick. That is there, but wow.
Audacious. Audacious from Nayland Khuda. Certainly weren't expecting that, and he nearly nailed it. He thought he had. He turned around and was running back.
Well, as his name suggests, Nayland thought he had this. He had the legs. Oh, and then the left hand upright said, Well, knock on now and a few loose play here. They just can't seem to be settled here, these two teams. Platjes again to the boot there of Philander. That is touched by the left winger. Now, still trying to find some meters forward, but that is stolen. That's the first man there. Now then, here's a chance for the men in blue to really get forward. Well, that's great covering. Excellent covering, in fact, there by Platjes. Apologies by Camfer, and he kicks the ball forward. This is like a ping pong game at the minute, backwards and forwards.
Yeah, it was good work there by August, the big number 8.
Oh, then the penalty going over the ball, says the referee. Penalty going the way of Hawston, and there's just no structure yet. It's just one way, then the other. Can't put enough phases together, bros.
Yeah, they've just got to be able to link it and consolidate their possession. But lots of energy from both teams thus far. This is Dylan May.
Oh, he's going to find his touch. Yeah, you spoke about the energy. It's just the structure, putting it together. Continuity is so important.
What's the captain, Brendan Hunter? Unable to take the ball, stolen by Gardens.
Yeah, yet again, they can't put this together. Camphor popped it up to his right-hand side. Just another little foray forward. Just set it up so they can get enough space for the exit. Well, in fact, the referee's, the double whistle, the dreaded double whistle. And I think somebody's going to be spoken to here. Yeah, not rolling away, says the referee, and he was very quick to get on his whistle there. Just apologize to those. The referee's comms is just down at the minute. We'll try and rectify that as soon as we can and get that insight for you. That's a good touch, fine, taking play back into Hawston territory.
Yeah, you just feel that Gardens have got to utilize this wind and make it count in this first half.
Bonaparte at the back. Oh, that is knocked on again. Just the handling errors are continuing to derail both these teams to make any way forwards here.
Yeah, frustration from the players. Giving possession straight away over to Hawston.
We've got someone just doing some work there on the comms for the referee, and just no movement going either way here from both these sides. They just can't get going into it. They can't get stuck in. We've had 10 minutes, bros, and just both teams. Maybe that over eagerness, maybe at times.
Yeah, 100%. And they've just got to keep things simple at the moment. Just fix the next thing that you are going to do and do it correctly, and execute it. Make sure your accuracy is there. It's going to be scrum feed for Hawston, so they obviously want to attack.
Yeah, they will, and we mustn't forget about what has gone before as well. It's just the whole build-up and everything else. And these players, they are men that work as well. They're not professional players. They don't sit with maybe psychologists or anything like that. They are like most people that go to work, they come back, they go and play their rugby, etc. So they have their own thing, so it's not easy to flick at switch.
No, it's not. And I was chatting to the coaching staff from Gardens, and they were going through saying a lot of these guys work for the factories down there, for the VW dealership or VW factory, DHL factory, a couple of them at Tanico, and the Continental Tires. There's policemen, firemen, salesmen, and they day to day they're working during the day, and then they drive in to come and train at the club in Kareja. And the same applies to Hawston as well. In that Overberg region. Beautiful place, beautiful area.
Definitely is. Definitely is.
And apparently they've had, I was just chatting to one of their coaches, they've had Jake White, he's popped around, come to one or two of the coaching sessions, training sessions, just to give their assistance. But yeah, it's just such a good tournament, this tournament here in Saldanah Bay, and it's in the 7th edition. Of course, we've got the defending champions, the Hamiltons, who we just saw play in the game beforehand against Fredenberg. winning that game 27-14.
Yeah, and Vredenburg will rue the amount of times they were in the red zone and just couldn't capitalize on getting points on the board. And again, maybe over eagerness, over zealousness at times, just costing them at the back end there.
Yeah, then of course afterwards we've got the final game with Saldanah against Evergreens, and then it all starts again on Saturday. 4 games of rugby on Saturday, then on Easter Monday as well.
Yeah, that will conclude this great tournament. The Super 8 here in Saldanah. What a lovely place. Still waiting for my fish. I'm sure somebody will sort me out. In it goes by Camphor. Again down to the short side. Not much room out here, but he's managed to offload the ball there to the right winger, Goda. Oh, he's electric. Might be short, but he can really get around. Apologies, it wasn't Goda, it was actually Van der Reede.
Yeah, but it's a really good little break by Nippy Plaatjes. There's a reason he's got that nickname, Nippy.
Well, I saw that.
70 kgs, 1.62 meters. There's not a lot of him, but he can move.
Well, that was certainly brought the team in blue to life.
Now this is the break here. A nice little pass from the number 8. Pass and go. Gets on the outside, comes inside, looks for the support, gets it in the shape of Kennedy.
Well, this game needs a spark. Needs a spark. Maybe that man, Jaden Kennedy, maybe he's the one that can really bring them to life. We've already seen Cameron Plaatjes. He's had a few breaks as well. He's very nippy around the fringes. As Braza said, Garden scrum. Out it comes to the back. On the right peg, Raihuda. Again, acres of space on that side. Round comes Dixon. Now this fella, gotta watch him. Beats his man easily, then goes on a beautiful run, puts the foot to the ball. Ball's bouncing around. Which way will this bounce? Favors. It looks like it favors Hawston, still with ball in hand. Down just 5 meters out. Plaatjes, August, Fisher, over he goes, first try, goes to Jaden Fisher of Hawston, and that was brilliantly worked, and that came from the fullback Brenton Lee Dixon, who went on a good run. Bounce favoured him, and Hawston in the lead.
Oh, they've really shown some good rugby. Have Hawston playing into this wind, doing it the right way. It's about the kick return from Brenton Lee Dixon. He was absolutely superb. He's a good runner. And then the hands to get the ball out wide or into the centres to Jaden Fisher. He was nice and direct, was Fisher.
Well, he's a technician at high Q, Jaden Fisher. The 2 points is added, extends the lead to 7. Hawston 7, Gardens no. And it all stemmed from that fullback of Brenton Lee Dixon, who went on a very, very good run.
And good hands here as well from the number 8, Jevon August, realising that they needed to get that ball out wide. The defence out wide for Gardens was in tatters. There were a couple big heavy forwards out there and there were mismatches. And it was exploited by the centre, Jaden Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher, he's 23. His man next to him, Dylan May, he's 26, still young. And they are forming a really good partnership as well. So what's the response going to be here from the Gardens? High kick into the dark sky here in Saldanah. Hawston, ball in hand, is just going to try and set this up. Plaatjes. Passed that wide there to Martins, I should say. Plaatjes. Again, now opting to go to the left-hand side. Always willing runners. Coming around, looking for work. Plaatjes again, and that ball is lost. And the referee says, well, off he goes, but I don't think from the correct spot.
Yeah, they didn't really restart it with the penalty kick. He was just off, was Dixon. He's a threat with ball in hand, that's for sure. So if you're going to kick on him, you've got to make sure your chase is good. And you've got a good wall of defence.
It's going to be the left peg of May. He finds his touch, and I've already been very keeping an eye on the 9 of Plaatjes, Philander's kicking. You got the likes of Fisher, and then you got that 15 who can see everything in front of him. And how important is that you've got a good 15 that can read the player game awareness?
He's a real attacking threat, and he's a valuable asset to have on attack.
Well, how's that for a take at the bootlaces, in fact? After a pass from Plaatjes out wide, they've managed to keep the ball in hand. Plaatjes looking for the little box kick. Did that come off the hands? No, says the referee. Just checking with his assistant referee now. Plays a little bit loose. And it's almost like everybody came to a halt there. Plays now, continuing on. Not sure what the players were thinking there. Plaatjes again running against the grain there. It was Julius running against the grain, but the penalty goes in. Just a little bit loose at the minute. Quick tap and go. Hawston want to play this game at a high intensity. They want to get and build on something. Referee says not 10.
The tempo is good at the moment from the team in blue. They're really playing well into this wind. Their strategy's working. And they're going to take the kick at goal.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Take the points on offer. You're playing into a little bit of a stiff breeze that is stiffening by the minute here. And if you can have a good kicker in your ranks, why not take the points on offer? It's been a while since I see a man do that. The old finger on the ball.
It just goes to show you how bad wind is blowing out there, and it is having an effect.
Well, that looks like it's driven between the sticks. That's going to add 3 points to the score, and Hawston now getting into a little bit of good rhythm. They lead here by 10 points to 0 over Gardens.
It's a really confident strike.
Well, hasn't kicking improved? I mean, boys can kick the ball from everywhere nowadays. Koda with another high kick. Oh, miscommunication. This might present a chance here for Gardens, but look who comes away with it. Philander yet again. In fact, that's Dixon, in fact. He has been ever present, the fullback. And how's that for the punt return? The bounce of the ball favors Hawston. Now what have they got here in attack? Game's been playing at a frenetic pace. Taken down in midway there, and then a quick tap and go. And again, the pace of this game is relentless. There's just no stopping. Another 40 forward. Ball's lost. Backwards, says the referee. Picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks trying to go forward. They've got to leave him now as his knees touch the ground. Plaatjes, which way will he go? Opts to go to the left-hand side. Willing runners always there for them. Plenty of traffic. Gardens have to make all the tackles. August again with the foray forward. Plaatjes. That's a good run coming around the fringes by Martins. To the left now. Again Hendricks, the accountant student. He's looking for work. Philander. Puts it on the boot. Oh, the bounce of the ball again favors the defending team. And now there's a chance of Gardens. What will they do? They decide just to boot it downtown. Excellent play by, positional play by May. He's got Dixon on his outside. Dixon decides he's just going to kick the ball. Just bounces in touch. Or in play and then in touch and play. Still continuing at a frenetic pace here. And then eventually the referee says, no, can you bring that back? I, for one, am grateful for that.
Wow. And I tell you, it was a real opportunity there for Hawston. They had a 4-1-2, kicked that ball away just on the 22-metre line, gave the possession over to Gardens, which actually relieved the pressure. But they're playing at some tempo at the moment, is Hawston. They'll be very happy with what they're doing and where they're spending the time on the rugby field as well. Got territorial dominance.
Well, every time they've had a penalty, they've gone for the quick tap. They want to catch Gardens unaware. They don't want to get them set in a defensive play. Down the back it goes, but that is tapped back. Blakey's. There's their accountant student yet again, Jason Hendricks. He's been very, very dominant so far. Blakey's. Oh, good run forward by Julius. He gets to the 22. Blakey's looking for it, searching for it, gets it out. To the left it go. Runs into a barn door. Still keeping the ball. This is great continuity by Hawston. Now they're looking for ejection of pace into the line. Just gonna be patient. Oh, going off the ball, going over the ball, off their feet. Gotta stay up, says the referee.
Yeah, you got it. When you go into that ruck situation, you've got to be like an aeroplane taking off. You can't be an aeroplane that's crash landing. If you start doing that, you get penalised. Can get some relief here. Gardens, they've been under pressure.
Yeah, they've been under heaps of pressure. And maybe it's again like that first game. Maybe you can't just compete with them with intensity, with the intent that they are playing. Maybe slow it down a touch. Try and catch them unaware that way.
And they've got to make use of the boot of Naylan Huda in that number 10 jersey for Gardens.
That just gets back into Gardens' hands. Camphor, he's the one now looking for it. He pops it out. Huda, big man. Oh, was that a touch high? Referee says that's okay. Camphor ran round and again. Huda onto the right boot. Which way is this going to bounce? It bounces kindly for Dixon. Now you got to watch this fella. He opts to pop the ball onto the inside. And now they keep the ball alive, and then a knock on. And again, maybe just that overzealousness.
Yeah, just overcomplicating things there, Eugene. Especially when you 5 meters, 10 meters outside your 22, just keep it simple. Keep the errors down. You've got some really dangerous runners.
And especially when you're 10 points to the good. You don't want to give a side like Gardens a chance to come back in here. They are the champions in Eastern Province. Good solid scrum. At the back from Velman to Camphor. He went on a darting run down the short side. The ball came loose. And then the assistant referee's got his hands up, or his flag up, I should say. And he just ran out of real estate on that side.
Yeah, foot in touch. He's still looking confused, not quite sure what happened there. Tulani and Ginger.
Brandon Hunter with ball in hand for the men in blue. And it's tapped back into Hawston hands, and there goes Blakey's again. You can't give him a sniff. Down the line it goes now. Few of the men, few of the forwards haven't gone too far, and then penalty going the way thereof Gardens. And now the referees decided, listen, you guys can play on. And now they've lost the ball, but were they 10?
Yeah, just coughing that ball up in contact.
Well, Bros, were they 10? That's the first thing I'm looking at.
You got to ask the question. There's no ways they were 10.
Went even 5.
Goes to Rodwin Pierce. Goes by the name of Buckies in the number 4 jersey for Gardens.
Well, if he goes by the name of Buckies, I wouldn't be anywhere near him. But yeah, this littered with errors in this first half so far. 28 minutes, 10 points to the good. Hawston over Gardens.
Solid at scrum time from Hawston.
Yeah, Blakey's got that out nicely out to Philander, and he was not messing about. And that's much better. Don't mess about. You've got about 12 minutes to play in this first half, and then you can enjoy the breeze in the second.
It'll be some achievement for Hawston if they hold Gardens to the 0. Gardens desperately want to get over that try line.
Oh, that you can just see the breeze take that ball. Yeah, referee says not straight. Even my lines are straighter than those balls going into the line there. So it's going to be a scrum here to Hawston.
It was Leighton. Barry goes up high in there. There you can see it scoop. Even though he catches it, they'll get the benefit because the throw-in was on Gardens' side.
Lovely little draw shape on that.
Ah, a little draw.
Just a little draw.
Cricket, golf. Multi-talented you are, Eugene.
Well, bros, I'm just happy to sit here.
Now, big scrum here required from Hawston. The big tight head, Cole Swats, 145 kgs and penalty to Gardens.
Well, again, we can see here, that's been 30 minutes. Yes, Hawston's got 10 points to the good, but I don't feel any of these sides have got anything going yet. It's been littered with errors, basic errors as well. Now we've seen an error where the penalty is given at scrum time.
Well, at the end of the day, if you with the Gardens now, you've got yourself into field position. You're right in the 22. You've got to forget about those errors now. You've got to go and strike. Secure the ball at line out time first.
Basics, just the basics here.
Don't overcomplicate the game.
Well, looks like they have overcomplicated this, and Martins again comes away with it. Then the ball's lost. However, they've managed to get the ball. Gardens now goes down the back line. Great step off the right. Again, the ball is lost. Is it? No, they're still going. Men coming around the fringes. That's all. Another foray forward by Valman, I should say. Now it's the team in blue that need to do all the defending. Camphor. Jonker. Right at the post. This will just be amongst the forwards. Popped up again there to Valman, who came around after the early work that he's done in the move. Another pick up and drive. Defensive work from Hawston. Need to be strong here. Camphor. Huda. De Klerk. Inside centre, strong, holding the ball.
Good defence thus far from Hawston.
Brilliant defense, keeping them at bay. Here's another foray. Here's another line of attack, but you can't run through a barn door, let me tell you. Another tackle being made. Camphor. Quick ball out the back again. Good quick step by Huda, and then man coming in on the inside. Great line being run. Being told to leave the ball, says the referee. Well, no advantage gained. Much better. Good continuity, taking it through the phases by Gardens. Quick tap and go. Oh, Ooh, that was a vital, let me tell you, that was a vital stop, that. Camphor could have been camped out here now. 2 meters to go. Camphor again a step off the right. They want to go against the grain all the time. Camphor looking to go himself now. Still a meter short. Defending with all they got here. Hawston. Now the ball's going to go out wide, and eventually it is the outside center. That's Nato. That goes over for the try. And eventually, Gardens are on the board, and they break the line of defense of Hawston.
Oh, it's superb to see all their supporters here in Saldanah. Donlik Natal in with the score, but it's all to do with the patience on attack here. They didn't panic. They kept going. They stuck to their systems, recycled that ball. There was wave after wave of good defense from Hawston. But Gardens Rugby Football Club stuck to the knitting, stuck to what they were trying to do, and got the reward.
Yeah, spoke about that, just going through phases, continuity of play, patience. That was the key. It's an important kick, this. This goes over. It's a 3-point game. There's the kick. And there are the flags. 2 points added. Hawston 10, Gardens 7.
Yeah, it'd be a shot of confidence for the men from the Eastern Cape. Nice width to the ball. 2 passes from Rick. Get it on the fringes. Into the hands of Donlik Natal.
Well, just over 5 minutes to go and some change. Now I think we do have a ball game on our hands. I think now the men are quite warmed up. Warwick Philander. This will probably just be held up in that breeze to allow his men to get underneath it. Excellent, excellent take by the man you say is the big man, the enforcer, Pierce. What type of exit can they get here? It looks like Camphor might be shaping. Will he shape for a box kick? Yeah. It goes up in the air. What's the chase like? Chase is good. And then the ball gets loose, and now it's a bit of a foot race. They've tied it up. Can they just put it together? Pass the ball to the inside. He's managed to hold on to the ball. Referee says play on. Brilliant take by Nato, the try scorer. He's still going. He's still going. Now just a meter short. Look where Gardens are yet again. This is a very, very good opportunity for them. Penalty to Gardens. And just like that, they have got an opportunity here to either go for 3 points or even go for the lead here.
They went aerial with that cross, that box kick. It was an intelligent one. You may as well put it up. The wind's making it really difficult to field it out of the air. Test the aerial skills of your back three. They did that, and they were found wanting, and they pounced on the ball. There was a good chase from Gardens Rugby Football Club, and they managed to put this through. This is the kick there. Goes nice and high, goes long. There's chase on it. Took his eyes off the ball. Then it gets kicked and hacked through. And then there's really good work that comes in later here from Donlik Natal, a guy that just had scored. Goes down, gets back up, puts this down again.
Yep.
A second time, he'll put it down because his knees are on the ground, lets it so he can then pick it up and go. And he nearly gets across the try line.
Well, you can see that he's got bags of experience. Natal, he was in the Eastern Province senior squad training.
He's listed as a fireman, so he's put out a few fires before.
Imagine he probably carrying 2 or 3 people on his shoulders wherever there is a fire. Looks big and strong. But this is an opportunity. What will Gardens do here? Hawston again going to be tested here in defense. Tap and go. Kaka. He was the first man there. Kampfer. Huda with a step. Oh, nearly on the inside again. But now it is Dixon that gets away with it for Hawston. And now they're just going to go through the middle. Another good run. Trying to get away from the goal line. That kick is not going to go out. It's gone backwards though. Dwayne now. Again, the ball's being put to foot. Now this is loose. Now then, has he got some support? He sort of just passes the ball to his left. Philander taking play into the 22 of Gardens. Blackie's got the ball out wide yet again. This game he's played. Fisher, he's already got a try. But this looks like Gardens got away with it. No, unfairly so, says the referee. Offside play.
Offside, they never got back. What about the run by the big loose head prop? Simba Sanyanga.
Well, it's a quick tap by Martins. Out it goes. Oh, knock on, says the referee. And everybody came to a standstill again. And then it's just another kick into touch. This game.
It's got a little, I think it could have been Ruan Yonka with the big fly hack. That's all happening out there at the minute.
Well, bros, there's so much going on here.
There is, and there has been a lot. 7-10 at half-time. Well, it go just about to the half-time hooch is about to sound.
Yeah, but I think it's going to give a penalty going the way here of... Penalty going the way here of Hawston. We'll wait and see. All right, there's the penalty. Offside play. Can Hawston finish off this first half with points on the board? Big fella, Yonka, Swartz, big fella Swartz with the ball in hand. He got stopped. Ball still there now for Plakies. He says, listen, some of the forwards, you guys take over. Again, popped up, rush defense, trying to keep them at bay. Ball's lost. Pick up by Martins again. And the ball is knocked on. So now here comes Gardens. They've decided, listen, we'll run from our own try line here. Here's trouble. Can they get it out? Good interplay, keeping the move alive. Or was it a high tackle? There might have been a high tackle. Oh, and now there's probably going to be a little bit of afters here. The referee and his assistant just need to calm things down out there. Gardens will have the penalty. Referee just looking for, I think it's number 6. In fact, it's number 4, Rodman Pierce, who's being asked to come forward. Another man being asked to come into the headmaster's office. Well, there's a few yellow cards being branded out here. Two men from Gardens have been told to go, and 2 men from Hawston as well being told to go, one of which is Martins. Jason Hendricks is the other man that's been told, listen, you can go and have a little bit of a break. So the penalty has been reversed, and it's going to go to Hawston Just in time left that the referee feels that these men need a little bit of a break. At the back it goes, and oh, that's a brilliant take. Philander or Plakis with a really good pass out flat to the left-hand side. Picked up by Martins. He's been strong. To the right they go. Philander, Julis. That pass is deemed to have been forward. And with that, that will be the end of the first half. A first half that has been a little bit disjointed. However, we've got a game in our hands here, folks. It's Hawston leading this one by 10 points to 7 over Gardens from Eastern Province. We'll take a short break. Join us again for the restart of the second half.
One, two. Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're standing with Mr. Heinrich Mettler, Saldanah Bay Municipal Manager. You started as Municipal Manager 8 years ago when this tournament started. What does this tournament mean for the Saldanah Bay community?
Thank you for the opportunity, Warren. This is a marvelous opportunity for us, a marvelous tournament. It started off small, but it's grown into something massive. The economic input is exceptional. We have done a calculation 2 or 3 years ago. It was about 7-point-something million. And we believe it's much more now. We love the way that this tournament is planned. You know, we play on a Thursday. On Friday, all our visitors can go out and go look at everything around in our area. and then on Saturday we play again, and Sunday we can have some tourism again. So there's a lot of financial input into our area due to this.
And Heinrich, just tell us, it's a beautiful area and there's lots of reasons to want to come and visit Saldanah.
Yes, of course. We are the only Veskers in the country, or in the world, the only Veskers. So we invite everybody to come and see our beautiful fixtures here.
And so talk to us about the crowd. I mean, the stadium is full, the people are singing, cheering, loving the game of rugby.
Yes, this tournament has especially been very influential for our youth, you know, because, I mean, with Supersport being here, all our youth, everybody's playing rugby because they want to be part of this. Some of our heroes are walking around. Chilton is here. He's walking around here. 3 years ago, he was playing here, and now he's the best sevens player in the world. So anything is possible, and it can start here.
Well, I think that's where it all starts. Humble beginnings, and you can see the profit. Thank you very much for the tremendous job you're doing. It's great to be in Saldanah.
Our pleasure. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you. That's Heinrich Mettler, Saldanah Bay Municipal Manager, and what a tournament we're having here at the Super 8 Rugby Tournament over the Easter weekend.
Those are the thoughts shared by one and all here at the Saldanah Easter Tournament, the Super 8 as it's called here in this glorious town of Saldanah. And this was a few of the highlights of what has been a really disjointed first half. It was the men from Hawston that crossed the whitewash first. And it was a really good try there by Jaden Fisher. He had a lot to do. And then there was a penalty as well, extending their lead to 10 points. But the team from the Eastern Cape, they came back. And eventually it is that man, Don Lignato, that went over. And that's brought us to where we are here. 7 to Gardens, 10 to Hawston. We're going to have another short break. And when you return, we'll have the second half ready and waiting. Well, welcome back here to Saldanah for the Super 8 Easter Rugby Tournament here in this glorious town of Saldanah. This is game number 3 here between Gardens Rugby and Hawston. The music is keeping everybody well entertained. The DJ, he's on point. And we hope that the rugby will be as well in the second half, bros.
100%, that's what we want. We've had 2 cracking games to start off. This is the 3rd game, and it's just an unbelievable agenda of rugby that we have on the cards. The crowd is rocking. They're filling the stadium. They're coming to support the home team. Saldanah are going to be playing next. And it's pumping on that stadium at the moment. The music's going and they're loving it. The wind's picked up. That can happen here on the West Coast. And really impressed with the way Hawston played in that first half into the wind. They played very intelligently, used the territory that they got well. And then Gardens, I thought, also did really well to pull themselves back in. They had 1 or 2 kicks, got that kicking game going and got field position and managed to get that score, which was very important to bring the parity as far as the scoreline's concerned. We've got some exciting players from both teams that can have an material effect on this game. Brenton Lee Dixon, I thought at fullback was really, really good. We saw Nippy Plaikes in that number 9 jersey for Hawston. And then for the Gardens Rugby Football Club, you got to watch out for their fly half. Naylan Khura, thought he was brilliant, and Natal did a very good job as well.
Is there a point there for Khura maybe to offload? You've seen him every time step off his right to come cut back in, and every time he does have the ball, he seems to hold on to it instead of sort of sending the ball out wide, getting his centres maybe on the ball as well.
Yeah, and he's got some good centres outside of it. He needs to try and utilise. They're going to be playing into that wind now. It's perhaps not blowing as strongly as what it was in that first half, but they've got to try and play intelligently into that wind and into the conditions. Game will be started by Brenton Lee Dixon.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have our comms sorted for you from the referee, so we have a good insight into that as well. Well, we're off in the second half, and he's going to go fairly deep, straight into the hands of Pierce, and then not messing about, kicking the ball down, and that's a good clearance into the breeze.
Yeah, that's the way to play. Don't miss. Do exactly that. Make it clean, get it out, and try to apply a little bit of pressure on line out time. Both teams haven't been able to source line out all the time.
Oh, that's a good take. Here come the men in blue. Well, how's that for a run? Bursting through. He's got a great support on his left-hand shoulder, and this has put Hawston on the front foot. And then it is, again, Dylan May that drops the ball at a very, very crucial stage. You can see the anguish.
He just got himself flat-footed, overran the ball, stopped. What a run from the big number 8. Jiva August.
Well,
he came with a bit of impetus.
Well, he came with steam, let me tell you.
Steam coming out of his ears.
Well, scrum here. Now, how will Gardens play this? Will they try to run it, keep ball in hand? At the back very quickly by Camphor. That's a beautiful pass to the right winger, Khura. He puts it now. Which way is this ball going to bounce? Dixon tidies up, keeping the ball alive. Oh, can you believe it?
Wow.
Oh. Well.
So he says that the Hawston player went down and the ball touched the ground behind the try line. Lovely run here. Superb speed up against the touchline. Twinkle toes. Puts the kick through. He brings it back. So he runs into the touch and goal area. That gets past. Now he goes down to ground. Yeah. Goes down to ground, makes contact with the ground. That's what the ref says, so it can't be a try. But it's going to come back and it's going to be a 5-yard scrum, and it's going to be scrum feed to the Gardens Rugby Football Club.
Well, I'll tell you, if that was a cricket catch, the hands were underneath the ball didn't touch the ground. However, scrum here. Gardens on the attack. Penalty going to go the way here. Comfort. Was that a little bit high as well? He's right under the post here. Gardens on full attack. Got to just tidy that up, and tidy they do. Oh, brilliant score. Genzi goes over for the score, and that score takes Gardens into the lead.
Oh, and they're absolutely loving that. Made hard work of it. One of the passes going to ground. It was then cleaned up. And this man in for his second try.
Well, it was Natal, in fact, that came up with it. I thought it was Njenzi there. Apologies there, Natal.
Taking all the time that is available.
Yeah, he gets the additional 2 points. That stretches the lead to 4. It's Gardens 14, 10 to Hawston.
Yeah, this ball going down onto the ground made it difficult for them, and then eventually they pick it up, runs hard, direct. It's the only way he knows. Donlik Natal. He sets a good target.
Like any good fireman, they source it out very quickly. They're very straight to the point. No messing about.
And kept low to the ground.
That too.
Good body position.
Philander, oh, that's a good kick. And that's going to be a knock on. And that is going to present Hawston now with a chance to lay a good platform here. Go by City on the attack.
It's so when you're in that position and you're catching the ball, you cannot take your eyes off the ball. Once this ball gets kicked, you got to keep your eyes on the ball the whole way. Don't look at the players coming at you. Don't take your eyes off. He's looking, he's checking to see who's coming to make the tackle. Don't worry about that. Get the ball, and once that you get the ball, then you worry about the players trying to make the hit.
Yeah, you could look at his body shape as well, looking like, oh, he wants to get ready for the tackle.
You got to get that cradle high as well.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, still a few men off the field. 2 yellow cards each.
There's lots of space on the field, and you'd want to try use it when you've got the ball in attack. Stretch it wide. If you stretch it wide, it pulls open gaps.
Yeah, it's sort of been a little bit of a kick in the teeth, that score from Gardens. Early doors in the second half. Blakey's down the back line he goes. Canner stretches out wide again, stepping. Dixon keeping the play alive. Popped up there to Fisher. He's eventually brought down. Blakey's there again for the ball. Popped it up here to Fisher. Well, play is going to continue here for Gardens. Oh, and that just runs into a barn door that was closed shut. But still ball in Gardens' hands. Time for them just to enjoy some time with the ball. Good tackle there in the midfield. Out it comes down the back line. Shaping to kick, and then just injects a little bit of pace as he breaks one tackle. Good funneling around there by Scrummy. Camphor, he's been busy.
A good tackle by Barry.
Get another pick up and drive, and this will just sap the energy. Knock on, says the referee. So they're going to come back here. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty to Gardens. And just a concern as Cameron Blakey's is down now.
Yeah, he's crucial to the play that Hawston want to execute.
That's a good kick. Yep, good touch finder. As the songs are being started out here, way to our right hand side. That's the home side. After having their warm-up done on the right hand side, and cramp setting in. You were out there, ground quite heavy.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but there's been a lot of tempo running up and down. A couple of players feeling it.
Tell you what, our two commentators are feeling it. Yourself as one and Rudy Page as the other. These stairs, mind you, up and down these stairs, right corners, turn left, turn right, go past the security, breach the defense, onto the field, mic in hand.
And then race back up again.
Well, myself and Paul Stubbs are having a ball.
Exercise is good though.
Just a little bit of a break in play here. They're the men in the naughty corner. Jason Hendricks being one of them.
Yeah, they should be allowed back on shortly. Lots of attention being given to the players at the moment.
Yeah,
A couple of them down, 3 of them down.
You know, when you see a physio down and they're kneeling at the head, so they just want to make sure that everything is okay in that region. Now he's sitting up, thankfully. That is Jonker, the vice captain here of Gardens. He's now sitting up. He's standing now, in fact.
Now you've just got to celebrate this tournament and to see club rugby out and being seen and being visible, and the passion that the club players play this game with. It really is incredible to see. We've got Hawston, which is a coastal fishing village on the Overberg, beautiful area, and you've got the Gardens Rugby Club in Kareja coming here, playing in this tournament. What a pleasure!
I must say, I'm also grateful to have seen the Ball on Top 12, which is a great club event here, which held at the end, sort of around November time, and the rugby being played in this neck of the woods is just unbelievable. It just keeps going up. But as I keep saying, the conveyor belt of rugby in this country just keeps going from strength to strength. Even at club level, you can see how strong it is. Well, looks like the cramp has caught him up.
Well, even though Saldanah, how well they've done as a rugby club last year as well. Coming here, hosting this tournament. We're playing in the main game this evening, later after this one.
Bonaparte. Well, that is stolen. And it is that man again, Plaatjes, that has booted that downtown. Now then, the bounce of the ball. Oh, nearly eludes Gardens, but that was nicely tidied up there by Barney. And have they managed to keep the ball? No, it looks like it's been turned over. Plaatjes looking for it. No, and now the penalty. Quick tap. They want to play this game at pace, let me tell you. Martins again with a run forward. No.
Went back 10.
Well, consistency is key. We saw in the first half, it wasn't 5. In fact, it wasn't even 5. The referee didn't blow. This time, I think he's spot on. They're going to look for the touchline here. First part's done.
Trying to put themselves into the strike zone. Hawston. The biggest thing that we've seen with these teams, they often get themselves into this kind of position and then they're not accurate at line out.
Yeah, especially with that breeze blowing across this field. It might be a little bit difficult for the hooker. Oh, nearly lost. Is he able to regain it? Yes, he has. Now it's all going to be amongst the forwards for a while. Good pick up and drive. Takes it about a meter or two short. Plaatjes ordering a few of the other forwards to come into that. Now it's popped up. There's the big man, Swartz. Carl Swartz now with the 40. Plaatjes again coming across the grain.
Trying to use the battering ram at the moment.
Well, it looks like it has been stolen. Well, again, as you say, once they get as close to that try line, they just seem to lose the ball. Well, that's not the greatest of kicks. Straight into Dixon. Now this fella, you got to keep watching him. Passes it out to Julius.
Pass was forward.
Oh,
They're going to bring it back.
Well, they shouldn't play inside the 22. Every time they do, it's just they get stage fright up there. It's a score for calm heads.
This is a chap, does the step, almost decides against what he was going to do and passes that forward.
Well, he was way in front. Way in front. I think that's one of the easier decisions today.
That's the problem when you get indecisive. You try to force things. That can happen.
Camphor pass it out. Oh, communication. Not the greatest, but fortunate enough to get the penalty at scrum time. As you can see, those men, they wouldn't mind that at all now.
Theodore has just advanced that ball 10 or 15 odd meters on in jersey 22.
Oh, at the back there by Gardens, who's also on the field now for Gardens. Camphor, he's going to run around now looking for a gap, but he slips. Let's just allow Hawston just to tackle him, wrap him up. Again, the pillar's not set too well by Hawston. Another man making a meter or two. Oh, he's got to leave the ball. He's off his feet now. Out to the right they go. Oh, bodacious pass out to the right. Finds Khuda, and he again belts his ball downtown. Dixon tidies up, and he's deciding he's not going to mess about. Finds a good touch.
Now, game really evenly poised at the moment, and neither team taking the game by the scruff of the neck.
Not at all. Let's just allow somebody with a bit of brilliance. I think I'm sensing something like that. Maybe an intercept trial might be coming our way here. That ball is tapped back. Blake is under enormous pressure, but he's done well. Another pickup at the back from that ruck. Excellent run there. Sanyanga.
He's been heavily involved as Sanyanga.
Big pass out there again to the right hand side. This fella, he has been ever willing. Change of direction by Plaikis. Finds Dixon. Dixon, a little bit laterally. Now he finds May. May beats the first defender, not the second, but he's made ample ground down the right hand side. Fisher tidies up. Dixon. Swart. Few men on this side. Oh, that pass again not going where it's intended, but I think there was a few men offside from Gardens, and yet another opportunity here for Hawston to get inside the 22 of Gardens.
He got the signal from his captain, Brendan Hunter, to take the 3 points.
Well, these are the casing point that they just want to get something from all their vigilance here in the second half so far.
And we've seen Warwick Philander. He's been very consistent with the boot.
Well, that is not over. Maybe on that occasion, maybe the touchline might have been the better option. It's always good in hindsight, isn't it? It's easy to call up here.
You see, both teams they haven't been authoritative in their line out as well. That's the problem. When you're throwing it in, it's a lottery.
Well, they've got to sort that out because it is a good sort of setup to launch an attack as change is being made here, plenty. We'll get through it as best we can for you. That's the restart, just belted down the middle. And here comes Hawston. They've got it all to do. They trail by 4 points. A good run. That was by Dylan May. Blakey's again against the grain by Dixon. Oh, he's beaten 2, 3, 4 men. And now he's ventured just outside the 22. Excellent run by the fullback. Now this is a great platform for them to go in. This winger, and over he goes. Jaden Kennedy. I mean, that was simple and all came from guess who? Brenton Lee Dixon, the fullback.
Oh, he's a standout player, is Brenton Lee Dixon. Coaching staff said to me before the game, watch how he runs. He is such a well-balanced runner. Glides across the field. Can step off the right and left foot. And then the pass from Philander out wide to Kennedy was on the mark, accurate. And a beautiful ball to run onto.
Oh, and that takes him back in front with a kick to come. There's the kick. That is drifting. It's a 1 point game here in Saldanah. The third game on day one here of the Super 8 Easter Rugby Festival.
Beautiful finishing. Here, the passing accuracy is there. The run from Dixon was good. And the finish from Kennedy.
Well, now then, back over to you, Gardens. A lot of changes being made. Theodore, he's going to restart. We also have Prince, he's on. For Gardens as well, as that kick holds into the breeze, but that's an excellent take. Well supported by his man as well. Blakey's not messing about. That is a healthy boot downtown. But excellent position from Barney. He passes on the inside there to Huda while he beats one man bodaciously, in fact. More cramps there. So he has no one here on the short side. Eventually they try to work the short side. But that was well spotted by Hawston defense, and then contesting it at the breakdown and getting the penalty. Brilliant work by the team in blue.
Yeah, it's superb work by Lyle. Gillian contested the breakdown good. Got over the ball. And what's really set that contest up was the chase from Hawston. Blue jerseys were up, chasing that ball, held a good line, made the tackle. And always difficult then for the defending side to get around the corner and get back and to protect that ruck. This is Brenton Lee Dixon with his first penalty attempt.
Oh, this fella can do no wrong tonight. What a kick that is.
Now he's a footballer.
There's a man from Hawston down.
So this is a kick chase here. All these men have run forward, come through, made the tackle, goes and competes. The player from Gardens forced to hold on to the ball. Good technique by Gillian.
Well, there's another change as Dylan Phillips runs on. As another man is being lost due to cramps for Hawston. As that is another good kick. And again, an excellent take in. Brilliantly done there by Julius. He has a storming game, that, the second rower. Again, putting the foot to the ball. And again, getting it inside the 22 of Gardens. And this is all about territory now for the team from Hawston. That is nicely picked up, and this could be dangerous. This could spell danger if they can hold the ball. Blakey's out to the right. Oh, excellent tackle. Rush defense came up very, very quickly there. This is going to go aerial. Looking again for that territory. Which way is this ball going to bounce? Oh, it's not going to bounce in favor of the team in blue. So back they come all the way where that kick took place.
Yeah, he overdid that kick, but you can see that they are intelligently trying to use that wind. They're throwing the ball up. He tried to kick that on the angle. The bounce just didn't work for him. And it's an area that they have done better in the second half, using the wind, Hawston, I believe, to what we saw from Gardens in that first half.
Yeah, most certainly have. But this is a chance here for the team from the Eastern Cape to see if they can get back in this match. They trail by 4 points. They need a try to go back into the lead.
Is a good field position for Gardens, and we know exactly how dangerous their outside backs can be.
Excellent scrum. To the left they go from Camphor. Again running against the grain. Oh no, not releasing the ball. Just have the patience just to set it up another phase. Well, assistant referee's flag is up.
No, he's saying his feet were on the ground. Ball had already crossed the line.
Interesting that Dixon decided to kick that ball towards us here, which means the breeze must be blowing. Yes, it's got on their backs, but it must be coming towards the grandstand here as well. "15 minutes to go. 4-point game here in game 3.
Let's go, guys.
Of the Super 8 Easter Rugby Festival here in Saldanah. Trying to get a rolling, more going now. The men going in. That has gone down on its own steam. Blakey's again running against the grain and still on his feet, and then
He runs into his own man.
yeah. Once again, they just can't get anything going in terms of positive play. And they've gifted another opportunity here for Gardens just to see if they can get into territory here of the men from Hawston.
They definitely like to launch from here. Pedro Barnes to feed the line out.
Out the back it goes. Oh, contested at the back. Blakey's trying to tidy up. But he's lost the ball. Picked up there by Mart. Now it's just amongst the forwards as they're trying to just pick and go as much as they can. Camphor. Down the back line it goes. Another big step, this time from Prince. But he's knocked now. He's knocked on the ball now, and it's going to be another scrum.
Can ill afford these errors at this stage in the game. The game closing out, under 13 minutes to go. You just feel the next team to score. Hawston to try put the game and stretch it. Gardens just to get themselves back into the lead.
It's just that reluctance, though, Bros, is just going through the phases. Just set up play. You draw more men into a defensive pattern or that might create another chance, some more space elsewhere. It's almost like the first time somebody picks up and go and needs to go through the gap. It needs to be done there and then. Oh, this is going to be a penalty going the way of Gardens now. This is what I mean. Set it up very quickly here again. How's this going to work? There need to be some sort of support there for him. Another pick up and go. Nearly stolen there by Blaikes. But he's done well there to maintain the ball. Camphor gets it out the back line. Again, a pass that's gone behind, so somebody needs to tidy up. And this is all a bit loose, and they've lost a whole lot of ground. And they've got to try and make it up again. Yeah, he's the first man there, and that's going to be bundled into touch. And yet again, just that over-eagerness. Why not take time just to set it up, Ross?
Yeah, well, the big thing is the accuracy of the passing game. So a lot of the passes are going behind the back. Because it goes behind the back, it slows the attack down, slows it down, and then it's just a cumulative effect. You start rushing what you're doing. So important to work on those little sharp, short passing skills.
Adjust now.
Well, that is...
Every time the lineouts is always being won initially by the opposite team with the one that's throwing it in. Managed to regather the ball.
Well, can they launch again? A good step. How's that? Ooh. The referee's now got his arm out. It might have been a little bit high. Prince. Just got to be careful how they put him down. Oh, another sort of high tackle. And Genji with a good run forward. Now they're opting to go to the left-hand side. Again, bodies flying in to clear out. Camphor. Well, the referee blows loud in his whistle.
Go, guys. 19.
It's going to be a penalty to Gardens.
High tackle.
So again, they're going to go touchline down that left-hand flank.
I don't know.
Was he just asked how much time is left? He said, I don't know. Well, he found his touch. That's important.
And that is a good touch.
Yeah.
Now they've got to make sure that they win their line out on their terms so they can use it as a set piece to launch from.
Numbers green.
You're very confident in saying that. We haven't seen.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what they want to do, and that's what they've got to do. Keep it simple, beat the man on the ground, take the ball. Don't overcomplicate it.
Down the front. Ball set up nicely. What can they make of this? Camphor. Pass out. Interplay. Here comes Pierce. Big fella. Trying to make inroads here on Hawston. It's a 4-point game. Let's not forget that. Into the hands here of Natal. He's already crossed the wash line. The whitewash as well. Apologies, that is Mart, in fact, with a run forward. Camphor. Good darting run by Theodore. Camphor again, and then they lose the ball. Oh, it's going to be a penalty.
Now offside from Hawston. It will get taken quickly by Comfort.
Yeah, that was the story of the game so far. Every opportunity they look to make a quick play. Popped up to the left-hand side. Danger time here for Hawston. They've got to keep their defensive line and discipline intact. Ball comes loose, but backwards, and now they drop the ball. Oh, another penalty.
Blue offside. 13, yeah, 13 blue.
Offside is the call. You know what you're going to get here. It's going to be a tap and go because they're not going to kick the ball to the line. In fact, they opted for the scrum.
Go for the scrum. Gives width for the backs to attack from.
And the 19 is better than you guys. Better than all of you guys.
Oh.
Basically, I'm referring under 15s.
Well, that's a first.
That's a man crazy. Did we just hear what
Crouch!
We did. Oh, I heard it. That's why I'm chuckling.
Point! Sit! Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Camphor.
Ball is out.
Now it pops onto the inside. How's that for a play? Beautifully worked straight from the training ground. Oh, masterpiece from Gardens. And they are back in the lead.
Oh, that's all about the captain, Lukonya Dalagans. He goes against the wheel, breaks, almost swivels and pirouettes, and then plays the inside ball to Claude Yankees. Claude Yankees is loving it. And so is the team. That brings them into the lead. Kick still to come. Can stretch this to 3. It's a very important score. Almost breaks against it, gets out wide, plays that inside ball. There's always going to be a vacuum. Loose forward has to fill that gap defensively.
And the 2 points is added as well. That was brilliantly worked, Bros. Straight from the training ground. That was Theodore. He adds 2 points. It's a 3-point game.
Breaks the dummy with this, the scrum off. Plays that ball inside. Brilliant. Brilliant when it works like that and you planned it.
Well, you can see what it meant. And again, the ball's bouncing loose here from the restart, and looks like the team in blue have got away with it. Now it's their turn to launch an attack. Again, now the pass is backwards here. It's Fisher. He's been good, ever present. The inside centre for Hawston. Blakey's. That's May with the run forward. Change of direction, men running onto it. Here's Dixon. Here goes Dixon. Beats 2 men. Very difficult to bring that fella down. Now they're just getting the ball through their hands. Hawston, they know they got to try and get more than just 3 points here. To the left. Big fella Martins. He's had a good game as well. The flanker. Blakey's. Big step in there by Du Toit. Change of direction. To the right they go. Dixon again, a little bit laterally. He's well grabbed. Now it's a chance for Wessels to see if he can make some inroads. Brought down. Pass outside. Again. Martins. Oh, that bus is full, sir. Can't get in. Ball's not out though. Pops up there to Hunter. Stays on his feet as long as he possibly can until the support comes in. Now it goes again to the loose forwards that's there as well. And then Du Toit passes it out to the left-hand side. And the referee's going to blow for offside play. Decision time.
You don't want to draw. But do you take the 3 points? Field position is good. They've got the outside backs to do it. They're going to take the 3. What happens if it's a draw?
Well, it is the super over of rugby. If this game ends in a tie, it will be 10-10. Will be extra time for us here, bros.
It will be. It will be. And the game is picking up as well.
It has.
It certainly is. As let's come to the business end. No problem with the 3 points. He's been really good for Hawston, is Brenton Lee Dixon.
Well, now then, this game is calling out for somebody to stand up, grab the game by the horns and say, listen, I am the bright spark here in the Super 8 rugby tournament here in Saldanah. On our clocks, 3 minutes. Theodore will restart us here as more changes for Gardens.
You want to bring the fresh legs on now because you know they are going to be needed.
Oh, he drives that ball low. Now that ball goes high in the air. Not a bad option. Well, that's a super take by Barney. Now he sets off, passes out wide here to Huda. He's kicked the ball all the way along the ground there. Excellent field positioning by Dixon. Kicks it into touch, but Gardens might feel, listen, this is an opportunity for us maybe to get something out of it with time running out.
Now, what a take out of the air by Mtembu Barney. That ball was really, really high in the air.
With wind blowing in your face and men coming at you. That was a super take. Barons finds his man. Camphor with a good flat pass, and how's that for a run by Pierce? Front foot ball. Now the discipline of Hawston needs to be on point. Quickly out to the left-hand side, and just like that, they've lost the ball back in the hands of Barons. Apologies, of Hawston's, and they have kicked this ball downtown, and that is an excellent kick. Assistant referee says that's fine. And here comes the team from Eastern Province yet again. What a run that is. And again, the ball is sort of loose, and this is an aerial ping pong. The referees call them back here for, I think, a late tackle.
I think it was late. So should there be a draw, there's an interval of 5 minutes. Then there's extra time, a total of 20 minutes, 10 minutes each way, with an interval of 2 minutes in between each half. So that's where we're standing at the moment. Possibility of this going on. Clock's gone. Penalty, can kick this out, get the line out, got to go strike from here.
And what if it's still a tie after 20 minutes?
Then we're going to have a kicking competition. It's going to be Winkgate all over again.
Well, the second game might only start at 11.
The second game could be starting quite late. It's not a joke. Well, the last game.
Well, the last game, yeah. Well, that's a short throw at the front. Gardens, what have they got? Camphor pops out to the big men. This is almost like sudden death out here now. To the short side. Excellent covering there by Hawston. Straight down, says the referee. Again, Barons picks it up beautifully. Gets across the gain line. Camphor. Well, this is probably the best bit of rugby we have seen throughout this game. Excellent continuity from Gardens. Now they decide to go down the line. Theodore. Oh, the rush defense. Brilliant from Hawston. And they've lost some ground here. Have the team in green. Oh, how's that for a line being run there by Pierce? Ball's loose. And now the ball's picked up and it's been knocked on. All eyes go to the referee.
I think we could be having a little bit of extra time. There we go. I wonder if the players know exactly what's going to be taking place now.
Well, we have had everything. We've had 2 brilliant games of rugby. And now, in the third game, we are going to extra time. 10 minutes apiece. They'll enjoy 5 minutes of a break. And then it's back on this field. 80 minutes couldn't decide a winner here.
Wait, guys, wait here. Wait, blue.
Of course, because of the structure of the competition, we have to have a winner.
Yeah. And that is what they're just going to sort out there. So it's going to be 10 minutes aside with a 2-minute break in between there. And if there's still not a winner,
we go into kicking.
Okay.
We go to kicking. I'm just taking a look at the time here. The gentleman to our right,
Captain.
they already enjoying themselves.
We're gonna play each other 10-10.
10 minutes each, and then we go, and then there's the kicking competition from the 25,
There's
40
the
meter
head,
and
tails.
50 meter line.
For 10 minutes aside. Because you draw. So I'm going to do it.
What is what? What is what?
There's heads and tails.
Well, what is an important question.
It is. Let me tell you, in the modern day, heads is not heads.
Tails. Yours. It's yours.
Muta, is daar wat speel teen?
Listen here. Why we here? Please, guys, you guys are grown up. It feels to me you are children, you're moaning and
Yeah, so
groaning.
we're just going to go away for a little short break while they sort this out. All we know is Gardens have won the toss. We're not sure whether they'll play with or against the wind. So we'll take a short break. We'll come back at the start of extra time.
I told you guys, take charge of your teams. I'm in control of the game. It looks messy, guys. Really.
Yeah, as we were now. We're playing up, you guys just continue.
2 hours left, 10 minutes.
Yeah, what are you going? Who's going to kick off?
We're going to kick off today.
Okay. Please, guys. Sorry, please. I want you guys to talk to your people. Okay.
10 minuten kant, né?
Okay.
Na die 10 minuten kom je af voor je en dan is dat 2 minuten break.
Op die 10 minuten.
Op die 10 minuten.
Okay.
Net 2 minuten en dan
Start.
restart.
What happens if they still? Two minutes, Kepi. First 10, 2 minutes rest on the half. Only 2 minutes rest. Right, guys, we can go. You take a calm. Let's go. Lekker in. Nee. Sê julle bly op die draw na die 10-10, dan sit 'n kicking competition. 40 and 30. 30 seconds. Wait first. 30 seconds, dan kan ons gaan. I say we can go. Wait. Okay, guys, go.
Well, we're going into extra time here at the Super 8 Rugby Festival here in Saldanah. 80 minutes couldn't decide a winner. Can an extra 20 do the trick? Gardens decided they're going to still play into the win, and then that is charged down. Fortunately for Gardens, it's straight back into their hands. And how will they play this? Camphor again going up to the left-hand side. Will they try and play a territorial game, or will they just try and do what they've done all through this game, try and run it out? Ooh, under a bit of pressure now Excellent rush defense by Hawston.
No hands now, Blue. No hands.
Yeah, no hands, says the referee. And then again through the middle they come. Another pick up and go. And that's excellently done again. Better continuity of play this time from the team from Port Elizabeth. Or Kabeja, I should say.
Stay on. Stay.
Runners coming on. Down the left-hand side. Now it goes down the back line. Getting that pass a little bit. Not allowing the player to run onto it. But they managed to keep and maintain possession of the ball, and that's a good show and go there by Barnes. Camphor, oh, and that is knocked on.
Oh, I was just thinking, this is one of some of the best players
Yeah.
that they put together, the hand-to-hand passing,
Talk to your captain.
and then the
No more
knock-on
shouting
comes.
offside and that stuff. I'm going to send you off. Is that clear? Yeah, number 6. Thank you, sir.
Tulani and Ginger getting a bit of a talking to from the ref. Ball in the breadbasket there. Took his eyes off the ball, looked at the defender.
I think the referee, he's now decided, listen, I'm just going to be stern with these boys now.
Crouch.
Well,
Clear gap.
these players have been on the field since the start of the opening ceremony. Let's not forget that as well.
That's correct. They've been out there for a long time.
Why are you shouting? Oh, you're talking to me. Look there. You must control yourself.
He's getting a real lecture there. You've got to control yourself, sir.
He's getting it from all angles here. Now he's having a go there at Plaikis.
Crouch. Point. Sit. Wait for the ball.
Oh, straight down.
Straight down onto the
Losing
elbow.
bind. Losing bind. No, you don't work on my cadence. You must work on my cadence. No. You must work on my cadence. It's clear. Let's go.
Well, the big fella there, Carl Swartz, looks like he's struggling. That's a good kick into the breeze.
Oh, he's struggling big time. 145 kg. He's been out on that pitch for over, 80 minutes here. Clearly going down on the loose head side.
Just making sure that the replacement comes on. Tayengwa, he's on.
Not a small human being either, 130 odd kgs.
No, he's not. The lineup has been a big issue for both sides. You've been calling it all day. Like he's out onto the right boot of Dixon. That's a good kick. Oh, that is a good kick. That is a good kick, yeah.
Aerial skills so important in the modern day game. Ruvan Low, unfortunately, coughing that ball up. But with the wind and the conditions and the pressure, it's worth pushing that kick through, applying the pressure, testing the skills of your opposition.
Why haven't we seen more of it, though? We haven't seen enough of it. How many of these players would have played under lights? How many of players would have a breeze like this blowing? We know there's a breeze that blows in Port Elizabeth or East Kabeja for sure, Eastern Cape.
They know all about the wind there,
Yeah,
don't you worry.
They do know. Well, what a chance.
Hawston looking nice. They got their backs ready to launch from here,
Well, keep your
from
eye
the scrum.
Keep your eye on Dixon. Keep your eye on Dixon. Oh, that's brilliantly run against the grain. Excellently done. Now then, front foot ball here for Hawston. To the left they go. Oh, he's wrapped up and then loses the ball. Blakey's digging, finds it. There's the man that has just come on. Try and stop him if you can. Takes about 2 men to bring him down. Still to the right-hand side they go. This man has been immense.
It's Martins.
Yeah, Martins, he's been good. Still keeping the ball. This is where they've been having trouble every time they lose the ball. It looks like it's gone backwards, says the referee. Dixon Look where he finds himself. And then an offload as well. Beautifully done, but that was deemed to be forward. I said every time, just when you think a side is just going to get going inside their 22, an error.
I have to stay on this side. I have to stay on this side also. I'm going to watch it for you.
Rogers tying.
Blood, you can take him off, please.
Asking referee Francois Davids to come watch it on the tight head side. The scrum, that is.
Yeah, that's right. There's a blood injury there. That's why they're going to have a replacement.
Now, the big thing is about managing the players as well. So you've got 3 games in 5 days. You've got to manage your squad. You've got to make sure tomorrow they get them off their feet. You can't have too long a captain's practice or anything like that. Because you've got to get these guys back on the feet. And you've seen how many of the players have been cramping in this particular game. And you just wonder if the teams have got the nutrition and the pre-match planning correct with all the travelling that the players have done to get here. You've got to make sure you're properly hydrated.
Were you a big fan of the old ice bath?
Yeah, I don't mind the ice bath.
Yeah. Seen a few down below. Straight into those.
Now we used to back in the day, we were in the rubbish bins. We used to fill the rubbish bins up with ice, and that's what we did. We'd end up jumping in.
3 calls, 3 actions. Let's go, guys. Go, boys.
So it's when you're playing in this is like a finals game, so you've got to win it. You want to be playing in your opposition's half. So Hawston to be happy. They want to go and score, but they want to be spending all the time in the 22 of the opposition. Gardens have got to try exit here and work their way down. The scrum's a mess. A lot of movement there on the ground, on the feet.
Well, comes away with it. Gets outside the 22. Has made some good yardage there. Camphor, box kick. That is just going to be drifting into the breeze. Offside play. And a penalty goes the way of Gardens with only 2 minutes to go in the first half of extra time.
You wonder how Gardens are viewing this. They played really well into the win because that second half was where they were really strong and managed to do so well, but they haven't really fired a shot in this first half of the extra time. This play's been dominated in their half.
Yeah, maybe they're just looking for damage limitations
And
if
then
they can
play
keep
in the
it.
second.
Yeah. That could be the way they're summing up, but the way Hawston has played this with the breeze has been good. They've kicked it, tried to play the territorial game, kicked it high as well, tactically. The woes of the Lionhearts continue. Hawston coming away with it.
Big Cass Hendricks.
Out to the right. Looking for the 50-22. That ball is rolling and rolling. And the flag is up.
Oh, that is superb. He has been one of the standout players the whole evening. The man in the jersey number 15. Dixon. Good with ball in hand. He stepped up. He's knocked over 2 penalties as well. And he's a real threat when he's attacking.
Just like the way he just put that boot leisurely, the ball leisurely onto his boot there, and then that ball just rolled end over end, went into touch. Brilliantly done.
This is a chap, superb. Just stabs it. And it's important the angle that he used of that ball, and it just rolls, and eventually when the player catches it, takes it into touch himself.
Good take at the back of the line out. Oh, penalty. Well, it's a quick tap and go by Martins. Just about a meter. Oh, penalty goes. Again, not rolling away, says the referee.
Very important for Hawston to try and get a score here. They've had all this territorial dominance. The 10 minutes is all but gone. Penalty allows the game to continue.
Pause.
They're going
And
to go
take
for
the 3
both.
points.
I was going to ask you 3 points or 7. They've got the dominance. It will be half time for 2 minutes at the end of this kick. In off the left upright. And that's going to take him to half time, where it is Hawston leading here by 24 points to 21 over Gardens. It will be a quick turnover here.
This is the kick here. I think he was too casual about it. We're very lucky with that ricochet off the left upright.
Well, it's just going to be a quick turnaround, 2 minutes. We'll see some of the highlights of this game. It's been few and far between. It's just a game that never really got going, hence we have a stalemate after 80 minutes.
There was some good width given to the ball. This is a strong run by Fisher. And then getting it out wide for Natal. It would be his first score that he would get for Gardens rugby football. And then the ball doesn't quite go to hand. It's picked up by Donlik Natal again. He gets in for his second. That gave the lead to this Gardens Rugby Football Club. And we had some good hands here from Philander to get the ball out wide into the hands of Jaden Kennedy. And he finished it off lovely. It was a good run, I think, from Dixon to get that field position. And then it would be a worked move from the scrum by the captain, Khans. He feeds inside. And Yankees is able to get over and get the score. And that's how we've managed to get here with the 24 points to 21 scoreline.
Well, 10 more minutes left to play here. And again, just a reminder, if it's still, well, if it manages to be a tie again at the end of the next 10 minutes, we go again into extra time in terms of kicking. There will be, the kicks would be, what did you say, 22, 40, I think you said?
Yeah, I think it's 25, 40 and 50. So it goes 25, 40 and 50. And then if it is still a level from there, it goes and is according to how many tries were scored in the game between the two teams, who scored the most.
Well, hopefully it doesn't get there. Let's have a win at the end of the next 10 minutes. It's a 3-point game. We're underway again. Deep kick into the 22. Again, no messing about. Just looking for a good exit.
Now again, it was Dixon who managed to clear that ball out.
He's had a storming game. He's been immense. You've highlighted him even before kickoff, Bros, and he's definitely stood up for his team.
He certainly is a threat with ball in hand.
Again, the line-out's not going well here for Gardens, but they've managed to keep possession of the ball. That's Barons again going in there, trying to get a meet or two. Camphor. Theodore, and that ball is loose now. Chance for Hawston. Trying to just launch an attack. Now it's into the hands of the big man. That's Martins again. Look where he was. Camphor, or Plasky, I should say. Now the kick pass. Oh, was that the right option? Well, ball's been knocked on, and they're going to get another opportunity here, Hawston, but was at the right time to kick a ball.
Yeah, there were numbers out wide. You got to say, put that ball through the hands. But what about the run by Jason Verskyn Martins? 130 kgs in that number 6 jersey. That's him there at the back of that scrum, binding in that number 8 position. He certainly has given a bit of go forward as the 31-year-old. And now it comes out here, and I'm not sure if the kick was the right option, because there were plenty of blue jerseys to the right of him.
It's not the right option for me, hence because of the 10 minutes, hence because you got the lead. Just set up another phase. Good scrum by Gardens. Ball's moved back. It's a little bit of a loose ball. Penalty goes the way of Hawston. Now again, decision time.
So you got to take it. Take the 3 points. Ball gets scooped back. They're under pressure from the scrum. They managed to get the penalty. Just when you're on the ground, unfortunately, you can't play the ball.
Yeah.
It's really tough in that position, really tough. Your instinct, your natural instinct wants to reach out and grab it.
Well, this fella, he's probably put his name in to be nominated as man of the match. Martins, he's probably up there as well. Immense game he's had. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it to the left. But 7 minutes to go. 3-point lead. As my co-commentator vigorously looking at the men, highlighting the men that might have highlighted his day.
Yeah, well, all the possible man of the matches, and guys that have played well. Guys like Donlik Natal, Naylan Khuda, this guy Dixon, who's just put that kick through now, as well as Martins that you mentioned.
Yeah, and here comes Kampfer. He has been immense for the team in green. Barons. Oh, the big man Pierce now picks the ball up. A Buckies. Now Barons. He's been strong, good strong runner. As Lowe now takes it on to see if he can get a foray forward. Here's the captain, pops it up onto the right-hand side. Still good play by Gardens, getting across the gain line. Now they're injecting a little bit of pace into this line. Much better play this from Gardens. Can they keep building on it as they enter the red zone yet again? Theodore, flat pass out there to Khuda. Now the ball goes loose. Somebody needs to tidy up. Now the ball's knocked on, and yet again they'll have an opportunity.
No, they get it. They get another opportunity here, Gardens. Again, where they want to be playing. The offload off the ground doesn't go to hand. It's all getting knocked back here by Gardens, and eventually there's a little knock on that comes in from Hawston.
I'm sorry, every time they got into this 22 on either side, it just looks like they're playing a different game of rugby. Some of the stuff has been really good up until then, into the red zone, and then just when they needed calm heads, it just has gone awry. Good scrum from Gardens. Excellent scrum from Gardens. They've got the penalty advantage. This is brilliant. Still going forward now. The pickup by the captain himself. Pops it out. Well, this is an opportunity, but the referee's going to blow these whistles. Going to be a penalty going to Gardens. Well,
now dominant scrum here from Gardens. It's going to give them a lot of confidence. Players signaling that they want to scrum again. They're not going to take the kick at goal. They're going to go for the win. That last scrum gave them a lot of confidence.
Blocks in.
Massive.
Hawston know now that Gardens are coming for them at scrum time, undoubtedly. How are they going to respond?
Close!
Probably the best couple of minutes
Five.
from Gardens, I have to say.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Popped out quickly. Didn't think that was going to come out that quickly. Great tackle in the midfield. Men flying in there again, clearing out. Kempfer ordering his players, come around the right-hand side for me. That they do. Is the ball still there for Gardens? Yes, it is. Another pick up and go. Tackled back there by Hunter. Oh, it's a penalty and a quick tap. Oh, he needs to. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be an interesting call, but they're keeping the play alive. Now the ball goes out wide. This is going to be in the corner. A brilliant score. Excellently worked after the tap and go. And that takes Gardens into the lead.
Now they've taken their opportunity here, has Gardens. The quick tap was the play. Revern Lowe, 30 years of age, the decisive score that has put them in the lead. Quick tap, and then they move it out wide. The hands here were good. Great run by Did Huda. And the offload through to Lowe. Delight for the players from the Gardens Rugby Football Club in the Eastern Cape. Game that's gone into extra time. You had the penalty kick by Brenton Lee Dixon to put Hawston in the lead, and that is over. What a kick.
What a kick that was. 28 Gardens, 24 Hawston.
Oh, it's Eastern Cape grit, Kareha pride. Gardens always in the fight.
Well, 90 seconds left here. Ball's loose again. It's in the hands of Hawston. Here's a chance for them now. They're gonna have to be the team to score. They've got to get a try. A penalty is not gonna do it. Another foray forward. Well, I'll gladly say that we're not gonna go into any kicking competitions here. And looks like that ball has been stolen. Still about 40 seconds to go. Penalty is going to go the way here of.
Now they'll take that penalty, they'll slow it down, they'll kick this one out. Then they've got to hope that they win the line-out. The line-out has been a lottery, let's be honest. Every single line-out has been up for the taking for any team. There's no advantage as to who's throwing the ball in.
Well, yeah, I mean, the least said about the lineouts in this game, the better. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not the best of kick, and you cannot be kicking the ball to this fella. Here he goes again. Excellent game awareness. Hawston on the attack. That pass is going to go awry. This ball cannot go out. It's probably going to be time if this ball goes out. Referee right on the mark. Ball still there for Hawston, but they're way back in their own 22. They trail by 4 points. Ball's gone back, says the referee. Time has gone on the clock. Again to the left they go. Oh, not the best of passes. Referee again says that ball's gone back, but that one hasn't gone back. That should be the ball game. Well, a game that has gone to extra time. And it is the team from Eastern Province, the EP Club champs, Gardens, that have won this game by 28 points to 24 over Hawston. Well, what a game we've had here. We've had everything. Well, a game that was played with a lot of passion. Maybe at times the skill level wasn't high, but both these sides still gave it all they got. And it is the team from the Eastern Cape that have won this one. There was some really good stuff. Here's a little bit of the highlights package, and it was Hawston that crossed the whitewash very early doors in the piece. That was an excellent score from Jaden Fisher. But Gardens, they never stopped trying. And over that man went Natal. He was brilliant, in fact, and this was his second score. All muscle. And over he went. That was another good score for them. But Hawston, they never let up. They came back again. And this was lovely worked. And over they went. And thought maybe that is the moment. Maybe that was the moment that would have settled it. This was brilliantly worked by the captain himself. Made the gap. The man came in on the inside. And Gardens again, just getting the ball through the hands. And this was that winning moment that took them into the lead in extra time. Great stuff. Well, we're going to go down to our man down on the ground, Warren Brosnan. He's got the man of the match with him.
What an epic game that was. Extra time that we went into, extra 10 minutes. Eventually we got our man of the match, and it is Dominic Natal. He scored. I hand him the goodie bag from ABSA and Cellular City and Take-A-Lot. Avril Williams from Vredenburg Suzuki, thank you very, very much. Dominic, what an incredible game of rugby.
Thank you, man. Yo, it was tough. Thank you to Hawston, thank you to everyone who came out, especially to our wonderful fans. Thank you, sir.
It was a game that there were a lot of errors, but it went right down to the wire. What was it like playing those extra minutes?
Yo, you have to dig deep, and that is what we love for. I think every team here at the stadium who came out, that's what we love for.
Fantastic, well done. You are.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy.
Thank you. I'm going to call across the losing captain, Brendan Hunter, if you can come across, please. From Hawston. Wow, how hard was that to lose that game after being in the lead by 3 points for a while in that extra half?
Yes, dan wil ek baie dankie sê. Ek moet sê my man het 'n fighting spirit op gesit. Gardens op 'n by dag het weer gewys. Hy fitness levels op die laaste 10 minute om met game weer te hê vir sê well done op 'n hard fought win. Ek mag hulle vorentoe goed doen.
First time here in the tournament. How special is it to be playing in the Easter Rugby Tournament in Saldanah?
Yes, dit is baie spesiaal om te dink oor hierdie toernooi was 6 jaar by die huis gekyk. Vandag kan ons met trots sê dat ons deel van die toernooi en van hierdie geskiedenis moet sê is amazing gevoel en so amazing tournament. Ek moet sê well done Saldanah.
Brandon, you can feel very proud of your side. Unfortunately, there had to be a loser at the end of the day.
Ja, nee, thank you.
Thank you very much. And then Lukonya Hans, if you can come forward, please. The captain, his team, and he's going to be very happy. Big smile on his face. Helped with that one try that was scored. How good was that result for you guys from the Eastern Cape?
Definitely hard fought for. First of all, just want to say all the big ups to Hawston. They gave us an incredible performance. We knew that it was going to be tough, but yeah, the boys just managed to grab through and made it.
It went right down to the wire. With 5 minutes to go, they were in the lead, and then you managed to get in and get that score.
Yeah, I think all credit goes down to the coaches, you know. The hard work they put in behind closed doors. Always encouraging us to go on the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah, we just managed to pull it through as a team.
How important was the belief?
This one was definitely like the most important one of the weekend. It's always difficult to get the first one across, you know. So like yeah, I think the boys are going to keep their head up today. Just go back and relax. We're looking forward for the next one.
Well done, Lukanya. Well done. You are the winner today, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Captain.